There is one major thing that had me fall in love with you and your restaurant as somebody who takes action. You started in February, right before the pandemic hit. You had $7,000 in the bank.
Yep.
Now,
We were going to have to pull from savings to make payroll.
in July, during the pandemic, after starting to implement small changes and truly seeing the impact of these things, where did your bank account go from February to July?
77,000.
$77,000. So you were making payroll, you were paying your bills, you had a surplus. Forget about what profit margin was and major change from food cost and labor costs and so on, but you have a little bit that. So your prime cost, total cost of goods sold plus total labor cost, and this is an over $1 million business a year. You started at what level? What was your prime cost? Do you remember?
That was kind of hard to figure out because I had no idea. I didn't know what food costs were because the guy that was running the kitchen was stealing and he was supposed to do all that. So I didn't really know, but rough and dirty, we did kind of pencil some numbers out in January and we were at probably 85%.
Which is not unusual. A typical restaurant doesn't take inventory, doesn't track labor, doesn't have budgets, don't do a lot of the things you put in place, run about a 78% prime cost. So that is not unusual. Where are you today?
To be honest, you're probably going to get mad at me, but I don't know the exact number, but I know that we're doing a lot better than we were then. So by July is when we actually started to implement the systems. So January to July was just tightening things up, kind of getting a grasp, understanding the numbers, diving in a little bit deeper, trying to figure out what was going on. And July was like, okay, we got to do this for real because there's so much more we can do. And that's kind of where I'm at today is that it sounds like I'm really far into your program and I'm not. Okay.
Right.
We have the restaurant checkbook guardian, the invoice tracker, waste tracker, manager log, which is a simple Excel spreadsheet, right?
DSR tracker.
DSR.
And we're working towards labor systems as we speak.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. So it's not like I've got all your systems in place and I'm making all this money. It's not that at all. There's a lot of room to grow yet, but I know we're definitely better off than where we were.
Looking for direction on which area in your restaurant has the most opportunity for improvement? Complete my custom restaurant evaluation. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. And when you hit the submit button, bam, you get an evaluation customized to the needs of your restaurant. It's free and a great tool to use to develop a plan for your restaurant's success. Click the link in the description below. Also, be sure to subscribe to get my weekly tips and watch these 2 videos to get more information and guidance for running a successful restaurant.